I am KG, and this is my literature club. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna talk about books. Books that I like, or maybe I don't like, depending on the book itself, of course. And I'm just gonna explain my general opinion about it, and then explain what the book is about, and maybe some themes that are present in the book. And I'll try not to spoil the book for you, but I can't promise anything. Disclaimer, maybe spoilers present. So the first book that we're gonna discuss is Colorless Tsukuru Tazaki and His Years of Pilgrimage. It's by Haruki Murakami. So recently I got into Haruki Murakami, a Japanese writer, and so far I've only read 3 of his works, but they have me hooked. Like honestly, they're so good. They start off as something completely normal, but soon enough they cross the line between reality and fiction, and they just breach into something completely ridiculous. And it's enlightening in a way. Like, I really love Haruki's, oh my god, I am so bad at pronouncing his name, I'm so sorry. I really adore Haruki Murakami's works. By that I mean the 3 books that I read. But because I like him so much, maybe I'll make a video about him as an author later on. During high school, Tsukuru used to have 4 really close friends, and by coincidence or not, their names were related to colors and his wasn't. And so he graduated high school and left his hometown to go to Tokyo, and his friends decided to just like yeet him out of the group, you know? And he was depressed for a while, but then he went on with his life. But his relationships with people did not seem to last. And with the advice of a current lover, he decided to go ahead and ask his friends why they basically ditched him. So as for me, there are 2 main themes in this book. The first one being loneliness, and the second one being perception of self. Loneliness is kind of Tsukuru's constant state after his friends ditch him, and it just kind of follows him around, you know, because he can't retain relationships with people. And perception of self, it kind of came often to my mind while reading the book, because Tsukuru identifies with having no color. He perceives it as him having no personality. But that doesn't mean that the character himself is empty, it's just the way he perceives himself. So I went ahead and looked back through the book and found a quote. I really like this quote because it just generally caught my eye and I think it's pretty. Our lives are like a complex musical score, Tsukuru thought, filled with all sorts of cryptic writing, 16th and 32nd notes, and other strange signs. It's next to impossible to correctly interpret this, and even if you could, and then could transpose them into correct sounds, there is no guarantee that people would correctly understand or appreciate the meaning of therein. No guarantee would make people happy. Why must the workings of people's lives be so convoluted? There is the quote, and I really like this quote. I like it because it like compares life to like music, you know, it's like pretty. I sounded so lame saying that, but honestly, I just really like this quote. When I first saw this book at the bookstore, I was intrigued by the blurb, so like the synopsis at the back, because I kind of relate to it. It's okay, this is weird, but I do this thing where I associate people with colors. Like, that person is orange and this person is purple, and I just I've done this thing for like my entire life, but I don't really have a color for myself. I just kind of associate myself with either gray or no color whatsoever. So like when I heard that like his friends were associated with colors by their names, that just caught my attention and I wanted to read it. I really like this book. I would recommend it, and I give it a rating of 8 out of 10, but I wouldn't recommend it if you get triggered by graphic scenes. So like it's rather for mature audiences, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And there's some quite disturbing ones too, so if you want to read it, be careful with that. So that's kind of it, you know? I'm not gonna go super in depth with these book reviews because I just want to say if I like the book or not, and I really like this one. Don't smash the like button. Don't do it. Go read something instead. I'll see you in the next video. If you come back, please come back.